with your panel, paper behind it, on the top, and set it in place. And you're just going to roll this fit in. Push down again on your seam line. And gently overstretching it to give it thinness and fullness. Achieving it beautifully. With a slight amount of overlap. Okay. You want this line to be straight, not wonky, from your fingerprints. So you're just going to lift it and keep it straight, giving it a nice flare look that is totally an illusional look that is wonderful. And that is the secret of this design and this dress. I'm going to take and trim now the excess of this fondant off the dress. And there is your front panel. So we've now just flipped over the sugar paste onto the pattern. Again, we are just going to gently do a rolled edge up the pattern on both sides. Okay. So you lift the pattern and the fondant on the back panel of the dress and put it in position, gently pressing it down and following out your seam lines. As you can see, you just smooth out all of your seam lines and give a nice drapage to the bottom of your dress. Then you take your palette knife and trim the bottom of your dress. Once you have trimmed the bottom of your dress, you can then add drapage by lifting the dress, and delicate folds will appear on the bottom. So now we're going to go just above her waistline, along her hip, and come with a nice even curve, cutting going all the way around. The back of this off. Making sure that you've cut all the way through. Because you're in some areas cutting through 3 and 4 layers of paste, because you have your underskirt as well as your overskirts. Again, you're going to gently bring all your inverted pleating up together. Nice and smooth lines on her hips. So again, we just take and place the bodice on the doll, gently pressing it in. You can see all the dark lines taking shape. And now you can just peel the paper away as you gently press that line onto your doll. If you're in a high humidity area, you may have to just use your palette knife to separate the pattern from your fondant. So you don't stretch your dark lines. And again, the dark lines should ideally line up with the lines of your skirt, of the front panel of your skirt. If they don't line up totally, it's not a big deal because we are putting on a wide diamond belt around the waistline here, so that lining up is not critical. But the lines should, if you are not going to be doing that and using this doll pattern for a different doll, that's where they should line up. And there you have it. We are now taking just a little bit of piping gel, squeezing it onto the waistband pattern that we've cut out of fondant. And we are taking hologram silver. We're just taking it and gently going across. Just going to get this up a little bit. This up. Around the waist. To draw the bolero, we start at the neckline. Come down and stop. We have a line that goes from the back of the neck and down. We do that on both sides, and it comes halfway up her arm. halfway up her forearm. Reproduce the Angora wool. This was all hand piped in with little dots. Her hair cannot come down for 24 hours because you have to let the icing dry totally, otherwise it will smudge and adhere to her hair and it will smudge all of the work that you've done. We hope that your dolls look fabulous. We hope you had a fun time making your princess doll. Please send us an email with pictures of your dolls, as we would love to hear from you. Thank you and have a wonderful time.